Hey, it's Ashley here from Elemental Growth, and I have a few things that I wanted to talk to you about today, written down here. So I guess it was on our outline for this program, is to create your plate and talking about mindful bites. But I also got a lot of questions about sourcing food, saving money on groceries, and that kind of thing. So I'm going to include that in this video as well for you guys today. And as always, if there's anything that you want me to talk about or have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, or feel free to DM me either by text, email, or my website, elementalgrowth.org. There's so many ways to access me, and as you guys know, I usually get back to you within about 24 hours. So let's jump in, get started today. The first thing, creating your plate. I'm going to run through this really quick because I think the other stuff is probably a little bit more what you guys are looking for. So creating your plate, you want to have macrobiotics, which are your fats, proteins, and fiber, and then you want your and then your microbiotics, which are like all of the other vitamins and minerals that you get from whole and healthy homegrown food. You can get it from farm food and greenhouse food and everything as well too, but what's going to give you the most micronutrients is going to be that from a really rich soil that doesn't have use of pesticides or anything like that. So when we're sorry, I'm still fighting off this cold. When we are talking about micros, which are your fats, fibers, and protein, everyone's going to be a little bit different with all of these, actually. Like, let's just be honest here. We are all individual people, and we need different chemicals to be who we are and do the work that we are here to do. So the best thing to do, and my recommendation for you guys right now is going to be to just track what it is that you're eating along with your mood every day for a week or two. If you're really good at it, keep going for a month and just see what kind of patterns are coming up for you. Notice what it's like if you're eating more proteins, or if you're starting your day with fats, which is usually when I feel my best, when I'm starting my day with avocado or a smoothie that has lots of chia seeds, things like that. So that's what I'm going to say about your plate. Actually, I'm going to add in one more thing. Let's talk a little bit about rainbow. So we do have our macros, our micros. But what about the colors? There are many phytonutrients found in our foods today, and I'm all about the rainbow and eating that rainbow and enjoying it in every shape or form, as long as it's not refined. So, so many people are missing really essential phytonutrients because they're eating boxed foods and highly processed foods. When you open up any of those colorful boxes, you will see that all the food is pretty much the same color, brown and white. Not so appealing unless it has tons of artificial stuff in it. But nature does have exactly what it is that we need in very abundant and vibrant colors. And it is essential that within your day you are eating from the rainbow, something of every color. I will link my blogs that talk to you more about this below, so that it is accessible if you want to do a little bit further reading, and this is something that's speaking with you or to you today. The next one I'm going to talk about is mindful bites. In nutrition school, we learned, I'm going to just take a little seat here. In nutrition school, we learn how essential it was to kind of have meditative bites, that chewing your food for at least 25 bites and counting those bites can bring new awareness to your food, to your senses, and help you digest and help your body absorb all the nutrient dense foods that you are eating. So it is very important. A nice goal, if this is something that resonates for you, is to count your bites, 25 to 30 bites each time, and really enjoy it. Make sure that you're sitting down, make sure that you're emptying your mind and trying to bring awareness and bring a meditative state into your meal. So getting into the stuff you guys had questions about, saving money on food. I have written blogs about this. Again, I will link them. I know you guys love video more, so if you want me to get more in depth in other videos, leave those questions in the comments and I will get that out to you. I understand you're all very busy people, don't want to always read. So doing videos, I will do that for you. So what did I write down here? Growing your own food. You can do this by purchasing seeds, which are inexpensive. You can do this by harvesting seeds either from nature or your organic produce. And you can, of course, also go to a farmer's market or deal with the CSA, which is a community-supported agriculture. These are usually farms that if you pay in their stock, they provide you usually really inexpensive produce, sometimes even meat products that will come right to your home in most cases. Another way is to plan out your meals. I always plan my meals out on Sunday. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go through recipes on the over the weekend, the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday too. Sometimes I'll figure out what it is that I want to eat, what recipes are resonating with me, which recipes line up with the weather, things like that. And then on the Sunday, I take all of those recipes and I create my shopping list. Shopping lists, again, are a really elemental tool to be using when you want to save money in the grocery store. It helps you just stay focused, get what's on the list, be more time efficient, and avoid a lot of those sales for things that you don't necessarily need or you wouldn't buy just because they're convenient, because you have a plan and you are taking the correct action steps to be successful in your health and wellness goals. What else have I got here? So we have a store here in Oshawa. If you're in the Oshawa area, you can find it. It's called Almost Perfect. It's over on Bloor Street. If you're not in this area, then I assure you that there is some sort of liquidation place where you can get food like this. Just look it up, Google it, see discount stores that contain vegan and gluten-free and sugar-free and all of those key terms. So actually, that's another thing you guys can do if you like. Leave any key terms and keyword search things that you find yourself searching for in the comments below too, and I'll try to make videos that align with that too. And a little bit more water. Here we go. So yeah, that store, Almost Perfect, they have tons of options. Really cheap. You can get gluten-free, vegan stuff that it would normally cost about $5 to $8 at any other store. You can get for $1 or $2. It's still before its expiry date. It's usually pushing pretty close, but you can freeze it, you can use it, whatever. Sometimes it's the expiry date is like actually really far out and they're just liquidating it because either they made too much or they're discontinuing the item. What else have we got here? Buying in bulk. I love the website OM Foods. They only ship to Canada though, and you do pay shipping extra. Their prices are really reasonable though, so I usually save all my bulk shopping for a couple times a year. That way I don't pay outrageous shipping. I only, and when I do, I only pay it the once or twice a year. You can also go in on this stuff with your friends too, you know, which that will save in shipping as well. And so that is my favorite site, but you can do bulk shopping anywhere, Costco, Bulk Barn, there are tons of other websites like well.ca, and even Amazon. Sometimes I buy my hemp seeds, I also my shea butter on Amazon, and you can get pounds of it for a pretty decent price, and sometimes it's even on Prime, so I don't have to wait. But there are tons of options. OM Foods is by far my favorite, and I don't even make any money from them. I'm not affiliated with them. They don't take any affiliates. This is just my honest to goodness recommendation because I have been using them for so many years, and I've never been disappointed. What's another one here? Receipt. I call this the receipt trick or a highlighter tool, whatever. So the thing is, if you don't want to do the food diary, you don't want to do anything like that, this is your tool, okay? You go to the grocery store, you save your receipts for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. Then you sit with them. You highlight with different colors the things that you loved, the things that made you feel really good, the days maybe when you were on the best mood because you ate a food. Like, seeing those items on your list will bring back those memories. Then you take a pen, you cross out everything that made you feel bad. Maybe it made you feel bad because the price really wasn't worth it. Maybe it made you feel bad because it wasn't something that aligns with your goals. Maybe it made you feel bad because there's an allergy or sensitivity that you weren't aware of. You cross those things out. At the end, you're gonna have this list of the foods that work for you, the foods that make you feel happy. And that is another good way to save money. It brings awareness to the price factor. It also brings awareness to where it is that you're actually spending your money instead of just believing that you're spending your money. Let's talk again. Farmers market. Again, this is another option if you want to buy bulk or seasonally. Farmers markets are pretty amazing, and it's really good to know where your food is coming from. It's good to connect with your farmers and to put a face to what it is that you're getting. So often if we're buying something from the grocery store, we don't know exactly where it's coming from, and we don't know the same love is going into it as when we're talking and seeing the face of the people who are bringing us our food locally. Lastly, let's get into cooking strategies that again can be very good as well. I have a graduation call like in just a couple of minutes, so the warning just came on. I gotta hurry this up. I'm graduating coaching mastery. This is our last call. I did do the test a few weeks ago, so I know I'm a graduate, but this is a really exciting call. So I'll make this as quick as possible. Cooking strategies. Some of the best ones are cook once, eat twice, or as many times as you want. This means that you're cooking your meal items, rice or whatever, in bulk. You're pre-chopping your vegetables mass amounts of time. You're setting your things up, and you're either freezing it or putting it in the fridge for easy access. This is a good way to save money on groceries because you're actually using your groceries and not letting them just go bad, wasting your money. Some other strategies would be like buying frozen. Buying frozen sometimes is more nutrient dense because the food is picked at and frozen at the prime of its sweetness, of its nutrients, and in a way preserved in that form. And it can also save you money sometimes when prices are outrageous for things that aren't in season, but are items that you want to include. Plus, if they're dried or frozen or whatever, they can last a long amount of time when you find them on sale. All right, you guys, I'm going to bring this to a close by inviting you to our live Facebook call. It's just about 10 minutes. I'm going to go live with my friend who is a water expert. You will see a few more notifications about this coming your way. But I do want to invite you. It's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, Facebook Live. You can approach us with any questions that you may have about the water element, about hydration, about water and sourcing quality water in general. Or of course just tune in to get the information while it's live and as authentic as it can possibly be. All right, you guys, I love you and I'll see you soon.